So when I posted my Africa video the other day, a lot of you guys commented on how you wanted to learn the keyboard solo, which is what I suspected because, I mean, that's the best part of the song, right? So I'm going to show you guys the easy way to do it, and then I'll show you what's actually happening on the record and live when Toto plays this on a tour. So here we go. Let's start with the primary upper part, which goes like this. So what you're going to do here is start on a high D sharp with your right hand. I'm going to play this phrase very, very slowly so that you can hear it, watch my fingers, and copy the notes. So here we go. 3, 4, 1. Again, a little bit slower. 3, 4, 1. Now let me show you part 2, which starts on an E, and it goes like this. This is a little bit trickier. I'll try to play it a little bit slower, but some of the triplet motion might be lost. It might even be more confusing if I slow down, but I'll do it anyway. Like that. And here's part 3, which starts on the C sharp that we left off on. There are 2 little grace notes at the end, which we'll talk about. So again, a little bit slower. So that's C sharp to D sharp, and then B to C sharp, and then B. If that's too hard, you can leave them out like this. So nice and slow, here's what the whole thing sounds like. 3, 4, 1. And that's the primary upper part that the right hand plays. If you want to just play it that way, that's totally fine. I've done that many times live, but there is a left hand harmonized part that goes along that you should learn if you're able to do it. So let me play that for you slowly so you can see what it sounds like. That's the first part. I'm dividing this into 3 parts like I did with the right hand. So it follows the same sort of B major pentatonic, right? It's just a couple of notes over and over, but it's harmonizing the right hand. And what makes it tricky is that it's right on top of the right hand. The hands are like this the whole time. So you really have to have your fingers worked out. You're going to have to put in some time into figuring out what you're going to do finger-wise when you're going to cross or shuffle over, and you have to stick to it and turn it into muscle memory. So for the left hand, I think most people are going to be happy sort of doing a shuffle where they reset the thumb on the next note. Let me explain that. So I start with the thumb on B, and then I advance to 2 and 3, but now C, I bring the thumb to G sharp, and then I bring the thumb to F sharp, and then the D sharp. So you see I'm sort of like a spider. I'm shuffling to the left so that I always have enough fingers available. Okay, so that works for me. Now if you put those together, that's what you get. This is really hard to do. It took me a while to work up, and I still do not play it perfectly consistently. I still need to keep putting work into it. Now let me show you part 2 of the left hand. It looks like this. Slower. Here we go. So the hands are a little further apart now. I'm going to add the right hand so that you can hear that. So that's part 2. Go back, slow that down, just watch it as many times as you need. It's tricky. And now the last part, the left hand kind of comes back up next to the right hand and they move sort of in tandem, very close to each other. So here we go. So we have those 2 grace notes just like the right hand did. A little slower. And with the right hand, that sounds like this. So if you're going to do it with both hands, that's the way to do it. Take your time and practice this as much as you need to, and try it slowly. Don't try to go too fast. Just go like this. And here's the last part. And there you go. Those are all the parts. Now, one hack that I used to do all the time and that others also do is creating a synth patch that is identical but down by a fourth. And it thus automatically harmonizes what you're playing in the right hand. Well, not really harmonizes, but it just plays everything a perfect fourth down. This will not always yield the correct notes, or all of the exact notes in the left hand that I showed you rather, but it will get you something pretty close with very minimal effort. Here's what that would sound like. So you see it's pretty close with just one hand. So that's something that you can do on any basic synthesizer or workstation, GarageBand, Logic Pro, whatever you use. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.